Hi, welcome to the Big Pine R&M Radio. We're your hosts, Marielle
and Rachel.
Today we have a very special guest with us, another volleyball player, Kahtorey Bencoma.
Oh, my name's Kahtorey. I'm 14 years old and I'm a sophomore.
Nice to meet you, Kahtorey. Okay, so we have a couple of questions. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm 14 and I'm a sophomore.
Do you what's your position on the volleyball team?
We don't really have positions since we don't have a lot of players.
Oh.
But usually I'm in the back row. I'm not in the front hitting, or I'm a setter.
Okay.
What compelled you to play volleyball?
I think my family, because a lot of people in my family played, and I think I always kind of knew I was gonna play.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a kind of like a little legacy type thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing volleyball?
I first joined fifth grade,
Oh.
and then sixth grade we didn't play because of COVID.
Yeah.
And then 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. So I don't know however many years that is.
That's okay. So until 10th, and you started in 5th.
Yeah.
Like 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Around there.
That's a while.
Dang. Okay.
So what's been something you've really liked about volleyball?
I like that you have your whole team with you. You can't play a whole game with just one person.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a bunch of people, and you guys have to work together to make points.
Oh.
It's not just one person contributing.
Kind of like with basketball, I noticed it's just this person's trying to get points and I mean the team does kind of help with passing and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's
But you have to make a team effort, you know.
Yeah.
So it's you like about the friendship between them, a
Yeah.
team. Yeah.
And it's really fun making friends. Some people on the team I never talked to.
Yeah.
And then when it started, I started talking to them.
Yeah.
Made new connections.
That's pretty cool. It's I love teams like that. It's pretty nice.
What's been the toughest game you played this season or ever?
Ever? Probably my first game ever. Ever.
Yeah.
My 5th grade game. I remember that. I remember I kept missing everything.
Oh.
And I was in front of everyone, and it was so embarrassing.
I know.
And then my coach pulled time out and was what are you doing?
Yeah.
We need it. And I was
You're
oh.
fumbling.
Yeah.
It's
So that was probably the toughest game.
Yeah. It's getting pretty understandable because it's it's your first time and you're nervous.
Yeah, I remember I was really nervous.
Yeah.
It was my first time.
So, what's something you've learned from playing volleyball, a lesson or?
I've learned patience, definitely, with yourself and just with other people in general. If you make mistakes, you kind of have to give yourself that grace. You
Yeah.
know? And just tell yourself, all right, I made a mistake, but it's in the past. Next one, you got it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of all about learning patience. And with other people too, when other people make mistakes, you gotta be patient and be oh yeah, this, we're all learning and making mistakes is normal and everyone's gonna make mistakes.
Yeah, because it's that's the whole thing about being a team, right?
Yeah. And with the game too, that's how you make points.
Mhm.
Mistakes and people messing up. And it's
Yeah.
just all part of learning the game.
Because if you're all perfect, then nobody's ever gonna win, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you we already did that. I'm sorry. Do you plan on trying to be on the team next year, or possibilities with being captain? Because I know you're a co-captain this year.
I wasn't really planning on being captain this year. I wasn't really expecting it. It just kind of happened. But next year, I don't know. I mean, I guess whatever happens, happens. Like, being captain isn't, like, yeah, it's cool, but, like, it's not something I would, like, oh my God, I need to be captain, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they do as, like, captain? Do they, like, just, like, direct the team or, like...
It's kind of hard. It's like kind of being a coach on the court, since the coaches, you know, obviously they can't be in the game.
Yeah.
So, like, when people make mistakes, you gotta, like, be like, oh, it's okay, like, next ball, you got it.
Yeah.
And you have to, like, uplift everyone when they're down, because it's also really hard as a captain, because when you can't get down on yourself, because then your whole team's gonna see the energy and then they're gonna get down.
Yeah. I remember with our podcast with Dakota, she told us about that, how it was, like, kind of like she could never be really, like, sad about herself.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, especially when you're feeling, like, really strong emotions. Like, if you keep messing up, you have to, like, set the example that you can't let it get to you, you know?
Yeah.
And you gotta, like, be really strong.
So, what are your future plans? Like, do you plan on, like, going to college, or, like, do you plan on, like, continuing with volleyball?
Yeah, I thought about it. I really wanted to. I still want to, but, like, I'm not sure. I really want to play in college because, I don't know, it seems really fun, and moving on to the next level, I guess.
Yeah, I remember we saw the game with, in Reno, the
Yeah.
volleyball game. They were really, like, it was pretty cool.
It was something else. I noticed a lot more, like, setting, or, like, not setting, blocking, and, like, spiking.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I think I also like the, like, competitiveness, because, like, they're higher levels, so, like, it's a lot bigger of a deal if you win, if you lose, you know?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel, like, nervous, like, going into, like, certain games with, like, against, like, specific schools, or, like...
Depends. Sometimes. If it's, like, a good school, like Emmanuel Christian or, like, Lone Pine, like, sometimes I get nervous, but you gotta shake it off.
Yeah.
I noticed those kind of schools too, like especially with middle school volleyball. Like not as bad as high school. Like when we played Mammoth last week, it was a rough game. It was rough.
I heard about it. Yeah.
Didn't you guys lose them all?
We lost.
Lost. It can be pretty tough. I've never played myself, but I know that, like, being on, like, teams and stuff like that, it's pretty hard.
Yeah,
it is. It really
is hard.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
Honestly, not really. I feel like this episode went by really fast, and we were just kind of like.
Yeah, it's cause, like.
Through, but it's because we've gotten so many great answers so far.
It was pretty great having you here. Would you like to, like, tell us anything else, or, like, talk about anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
What advice would you give to, like, future volleyball players?
Like younger?
Yeah, like middle school.
I think just love it. Like, love the game. Like, it's not a big deal if you win or lose. Like, it's kind of more about having fun.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for, like, showing up and, like, having this interview with us.
Yeah, this was pretty great. We hope to have you back soon for, like, something else we have.
Yeah, we hope, like, maybe next year, even, like, when you're a senior, or...
Yeah.
Are you gonna be a senior next year? Yeah, junior.
Junior next year.
Oh, I thought you were older. No. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna be freshmen next year. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, evening, afternoon, night.
We'll see you. Bye.
Bye.